What's good, family? It's your brother Abdul, and today we're gonna make griot, rice and peas and plantains. Today's Haitian soul food, we're gonna be using jackfruit for our griot. What is griot, ladies and gentlemen? Griot means fried pork. Some people or different cultures call it chicharron or just fried pork. So we're gonna be using jackfruit to make this dish. This is probably by far one of the best substitutes to use to mimic Haitian griot. As you can see, guys, I have been away for a very long time and I lost a significant amount of weight. And this is how I lost it. Eating whole foods, guys. No processed foods. I eat nothing but jackfruit, mushrooms, banana blossoms, anything that has to do with whole foods, I'm eating it, all right, guys? I'm not even using seitan, but you can use seitan because seitan is high in protein, all right? So for today's griot, I'm gonna do it step by step. I have my seasoning that's already made, which is a few things that I added together. One of the main things in a griot dish is the citrus taste because we use orange to wash it. But what I'm gonna do is leave the citrus in there so it can lock in the flavor when we fry this, all right, guys? All right, guys, so I'm adding my citrus into this jackfruit. I used the jackfruit from Trader Joe's, which is, it used to be $2, but with this inflation, unfortunately, I think it went up 50 cents, so it's about $2.49. So I'm adding in my citrus and I'm going to mix it in nicely. A lot of people told me they love to wash their jackfruit, and I used to be one of them, and somebody even emailed me how they boil it, but the taste is always going to be there because remember, jackfruit is a jackfruit. We're using it to veganize things, right? So it's always going to have that aftertaste. So what I started to do was just say, you know what? I'm going to just eat it natural. So I didn't wash it. It came straight out the can. I'm going to season this, all right, with my seasoning, and then I'm going to show you the technique that I use to make the perfect griot, all right? All right, guys, so I'm adding my seasoning to this bowl. It would be best to season this overnight to lock in that flavor, but it's okay. We're gonna just go all out. All right, guys. So I'm gonna add some fresh thyme to this as well. All right, family. So I'm gonna show you guys what I do and what type of technique I use to make this come out the way that it's gonna come out in the end. All right, so we're gonna take our jackfruit, and in the palm of your hands you're gonna squeeze it, but be gentle, be very gentle, because we don't want it to fall apart. We just want you to squeeze it. All right, so you're gonna squeeze it and it's gonna be like this, right? You just put it back into the bowl. The same thing, guys. This is an easy technique. We're just squeezing it. All right, that's it, just squeezing it. And after squeeze it, I will show you guys the next step. All right, family, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna get a Ziploc bag. Yes, like back in the days when we used to put our fried chicken in one of these things. All right, guys, so we're gonna get a Ziploc bag, and what we're gonna do is put the jackfruit in the Ziploc bag, all right, like so. All right, guys, so now I'm gonna fry these baby in my fryer. As you can see, guys, my griot is finally ready. Tell me this don't look like a nice piece of griot, guys. Let's see, it's a little hot, but you gotta wait. For today's banan peze, which means fried plantains or tostones, we're gonna throw our fried plantains in the fryer. You wanna dry out your plantains before you fry it, because remember, you're throwing this in hot oil. All right, guys. I'm gonna fry these for about 3 to 4 minutes so that we could get these nice and soft so we can fry it again. I'm gonna show you guys how to make bun en pizza. Create the best bun en pizza. You're gonna need one of these. Or you could just use a cup or a plate and just flatten it. This actually came with this side on the other side, and I just took a screwdriver, took it out, and flipped it because this didn't make sense to me, like to put it in there. We need it to be a flat surface, all right, guys? It has to be a flat surface so we could slam it closed and double fry. This is a double fry technique. You can see the plantains are already fried, and we're gonna flatten it. I'm showing you all my tricks, guys. I'm gonna get a Ziploc bag, which I got from IKEA, and no, they're not sponsoring this video. I'm gonna put it on my little gadget, and then I'm gonna put the plantain on top and close it, all right? Let me show you guys. And I'm gonna just close it and squeeze. Look at that. Look at how perfect that is, guys. And when we do this technique, we're gonna refry it so it can get nice and crispy, and we're gonna throw some Himalayan salt on this baby, and we could serve. All right, guys, so this is my bun en pizza. I already flattened all of them. So now we're gonna fry these for about 3 to 5 minutes until it's golden brown. All right, family, so for today, I'm gonna show you guys how to make rice. I haven't really showed you guys how to make rice, but I'm gonna be making black rice. It is not jonjon, which is a Haitian black rice. For today, I'm gonna be using some beans that I boiled, and I'm gonna show you guys step by step how I make my vegan Haitian rice, all right? All right, guys, so I'm gonna be using some grapeseed oil today. All right, family, so my pot is nice and hot. I'm gonna add some garlic. I didn't feel like mashing it down, so I'm using the paste from the supermarket. So I'm just gonna add about 2 teaspoons of garlic. So now we're gonna add our epis. Now we're gonna add our beans. Alright, guys, so I added my black beans to the pot with the epis and the garlic and the grapeseed oil, and now I'm gonna add my seasoning that I made for this rice. All right, guys, I'm gonna add that in, and we're gonna cook it down, and then we're gonna add our rice that we wash thoroughly. All right, guys, so you want to wash your rice thoroughly and just get all that gunk out and make it healthier and better. And we're also going to add chia seeds, which will help you eat as much rice as you want. These are steps that I took in my life to lose a lot of weight. All right, family, so here's my rice. I'm gonna just add it in. It's already washed, so I'm gonna just add that in, and make sure you get rid of all the water. You have a little bit of water like I do, it's okay, but just make sure you get rid of all the water. So we're gonna mix this baby in so all the beans and the flavor and the seasoning can get into the rice. All right, so what I like to do is cook down my rice with that oil and the beans and everything. So I'm just drying it out, and then I'm gonna add the water in there. All right, guys. All right, guys, so the beans had some water in it, so I added that into the rice so it could give it more flavor, as you can see, and a little bit more color. So I'm using about 2 cups of rice and 2 cups of water. For those that love to eat rice, but unfortunately you can't eat it due to diabetes or any other ailments, it's always good to add some chia seeds to your rice. But remember, I am not a doctor or a nutritionist, so please ask your doctor about chia seeds before you put it to anything, because this can mess up some of the medications that you guys might be taking, all right? All right, guys, so to give your rice flavor, you want to grab your green onions and just put them on the top. I'm going to also add a little bit of thyme and a piece of Scotch bonnet to seal the deal. All right, guys. Then you want to cover it for about 15 to 20 minutes. I'm going to show you a technique that I use. You don't have to use it to cook your rice down the best way that you can, all right? All right, family, I could smell that the rice is already done. So now let's see what this rice looks like. Take off the foil, flat out. Look at that, guys. You can tell that it's nice and cooked. Look at that. Nice and cooked, guys. Look how delicious this looks. You just be careful with this pepper because this Scotch bonnet is very spicy. So what I like to do is take it out. All right, so take out the thyme. Look at this rice, family. Look how delicious. You can't even see the chia seeds. All right, family. So today I showed you guys how to make griot out of jackfruit, guys. This is all whole foods, natural, no processed foods at all. All right, so now let's go for this bite and see how this baby look. Here goes the griot. Some of these plantains, right? Now I gotta get this right. Yep. Yeah, see, I got the pickles right there. Wow. Family, you have to try this at home. And tell your belly, Vegan King sent you. I'll see you guys next week. Don't forget to subscribe. Peace.